Welcome back to Pop Culture Roll Call, the show where our hosts are watching The Magicians by only viewing the scenes that their character is present for. This is Season 5, Episode 2, The Wrath of the Time Bees.
Welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Roll Call. I'm your host, Mike. Watch everything from the point of view of Penny. To the left of me, as always.
It's Sasha, and I watch everything from the point of view of Margo.
In front of me, as always.
It's Colin. I watch everything from the point of view of Elliot, as always.
And right here, right now.
Hey, it's Brian. I watch as Josh now.
Hey.
Still getting used to that.
Yeah.
Still getting used to that.
Never get used to a friend. Never mind. That's sad.
Did you just call cut?
Clap. Yeah. Can we cut? I almost said something that was a big bummer at the top. Clap. Yep. Anyway.
And action.
Join us this Sunday at noon. That is August 9th, Sunday, August 9th for this month's live stream. Sorry, I was a little bit late. We were all out of town last weekend. But by the time you hear this in your ears, or maybe the day after, there'll be a poll up on patreon.com/pop culture roll call where you can vote on what you want us to watch. Standard things apply. If you have anything else that you want us to...
Standard terms and conditions.
It is. You can go on, vote for as many episodes as you want. We'll pick the ones, we'll watch it. If it's like an Orphan Black or a Buffy or an Angel episode, then you vote on the which one. And if Gravity Falls wins, then we just watch the next in the Gravity Falls. Or Kevin. We haven't seen a Kevin go fuck himself in a while.
No, it was like 2 weeks.
Kevin can
months
fuck
ago.
himself.
Did you miss that one, maybe?
I might have missed that one.
You might have missed
I
that
missed one recently.
We watched one. Yeah,
it's
it was
been a long
good.
time.
Kevin was trash.
It was so good still.
I was talking about, because my Kyle from Friend of the Pod, and congratulations on 10 years for It Gets Weird.
Wild.
If you haven't checked out It Gets Weird and you want to watch some good conspiracy theory shit, go check it out. For their 10-year anniversary, they finally did the JFK assassination episode. So Niall did put a ton of research into it, and I don't know, they're fucking great at what they do.
Did they crack the case?
I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm excited to find out who was on the grassy knoll.
If one of them goes missing, we know they cracked it.
I do like that weird theory that it was a Secret Service agent.
I'm sure that they covered it. If there is a weird theory, I'm sure they covered it. That's what they do. But go check them out. But anyway, I was talking to Kyle about what I got distracted. Oh, about our podcasts and how long we've been doing them, because Sister Pod, we kind of started around the same time. So we're coming up on our 10 year, which is crazy to think about.
I know.
And I was going through all the shows that we watched, and I forgot Kevin Can Fuck Himself. I knew that I was missing one. And not that it didn't make an impact, but yeah.
Sometimes, because that one was so short relatively.
It was, yeah.
Because it was hour-long episodes. And
two seasons?
3?
I feel like it was 2.
It was 2. It was brief. It was a brief period of time. It kind of came and went, so I get why. Because when we get to Buffy, it's like there's so many episodes.
It's a fucking era.
And because we do one a week, it's like the longer shows end up.
It's also a smaller show. It's like about a family versus like a lot of our other stuff that we watch, other than Gravity Falls, which is its own weird cute thing because it's the only animated ones we watch. Typically are these big fantasy epics kind of deal. But
it was 2 seasons of 8 episodes each.
That's only a few months, and then it's gone. Anyway.
But yeah, join us this Sunday, August 9th at noon, so 12 o'clock Central Time, and you can vote patreon.com/pop culture roll call. If you aren't on the Discord where we're going to be streaming it, you can come over to YouTube, or if you want to not have to bring your own episode, because if you go to YouTube you're just going to see our video, not what we're watching, you can give us $1 or whatever, and then you can jump into the Discord and we'll live stream it there, or you can check it out later whenever we upload the video from that.
Smoosh that like button.
Smoosh it.
Is that what you do?
Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We can say that now.
Yeah, smoosh.
YouTube.com / @pop culture roll call.
There you go.
Forgot the @
Smash that bell.
Smash that bell, baby.
Smoosh that bell.
Smoosh that bell.
Should we get into it?
Let's do the thing. I hope us all coming together, I will understand the logical progression of this episode, because boy was it fucking confusing to watch.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Turns out we were watching a time jumpy episode.
Yeah, I started with credits.
I start with credits
too.
I start with credits.
Oh.
Okay, so this is not about us, so maybe we do not get.
It could be a Katie episode. I think it might be.
We got a decent
episode.
amount of time. I'm assuming you also had like 13-ish minutes, because we were together a while. 11. Yeah.
I got a solid 4.
I got a solid 3.5.
All right. Well, we're gonna be talking a decent amount.
Okay. So
mine's
sluts.
You forgot. We have to all do the thing.
Oh, mine's
Too slow.
Bummer.
Anyway.
I think I started out. I don't really know, but it doesn't really matter.
Is this the first time nobody had anything before credits?
No, we've had this
No,
before.
but it doesn't happen very often.
Throws me.
Well, maybe without Quentin, I feel like it's going to get way more likely.
I think this is going to be our new normal.
This might be a new normal. I don't really remember 100% because, again, peek behind the curtain, we didn't record last week. So we had banked one. I don't remember why. Like, I start off with like a dream or a vision of like a ghost. Did something happen at the end of last episode that makes that make sense?
Yeah. So
what was that?
Remember when I got thrown in jail?
Yeah.
And I'm like seeing like it's almost like the time gets thin, and I see Josh 300 years in the past in the same prison. So like I don't know if it's like kind of ghostly.
Yeah.
So
it might do like a static, like a radio interference, kind of
and
like
then it goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Okay, so I see something very similar to that, but it's Fen.
Okay.
So I'm like walking through the woods. Elliot's walking through the woods, and Fen is being hung by like a hangman in the woods. She's like standing on a bench, big rope around her neck. He like kicks it out from under, and she's like falls down, like struggling, kicking her legs. And of course, Elliot like runs up. He's like, "Oh my God, Fen! Like I thought she was dead, and come to find out she's a ghost, but I don't know this right now." I run up, and she like there's that static over her face where she goes from like choking to death, and she's like, "Elliot, hey, what's going on?" Like now, like super jovial, not being choked anymore.
Oh wait, so she can see you?
She can see me and interact with me directly.
Oh, that's really different. That's not the same as
Okay,
what
cool.
I did.
It felt out of a lot of things in this episode feel out of nowhere, and I think this season is doing a lot more like our format's a little bit harder to manage with it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why this is happening.
Is it her from the past?
She's a ghost, I think, legitimately, because
Okay.
I am like,
Oh, she's dead?
yeah, well,
they
she
both
died 300 years
yeah,
ago.
Who's
Josh
both?
and Fen.
Josh and Fen both.
They died.
You
Yes.
died 300 years ago. That was the thing. So we're in the future. You're in the past.
Yeah, that's not the impression I got.
I'm watching someone actively
Interesting.
just lose their mind.
Okay.
We'll talk about that a
Yeah.
little bit more later because we see some Josh stuff in here.
Yeah.
So she's all being like chipper and cheerful, and Elliot's now like a little bit whiplash because he like saw his wife like being strangled, and then she's like now totally normal and like hanging from a tree. And I was like, "Oh, you're a ghost." Like I'm like, "Oh, this makes sense." Like Elliot's like, "Oh, that's what's happening." She's like, "Am I? I don't feel like a ghost." Huh. Anyway, I guess it would kind of make sense. Like I was a pretty terrible high king, and that's what people kept shouting at me. And if a whole mob is shouting the same thing at you, what are the chances they're wrong? And Elliot's like, yeah, cool. And just like he doesn't quite get this jovial, like happy energy that she's kind of like putting out. And he's obviously being like sad boy Elliot because him and Margo just had a falling out at the end of last episode 2, and I'm still not dealing and processing Quentin's death, so I'm still a mopey sad boy. So there was like as we're kind of like talking about this, I realized that there is this thing happening where she's not really here, and she's like, how are you doing? And I was like, oh well, Quentin like passed, and like I'm like trying to like fill her in, but she's a ghost. She's not like really kind of processing. She's like in her own little world, and her kind of mind's going her own places. And she's like, oh, Quentin died. Like, and you were possessed by the beast, right? Like I kind of figured whenever things were breaking bad in Fillorian that someone was going to come save me, and I didn't think it was going to be you, honestly, because I figured you were possessed by the beast. Like so you were busy, and if you weren't, then like maybe you were saved and I didn't know. But then I figured you were probably like drunk and like you're not really the kind who would be like come and save me. I figured it'd be like Margo or Quentin.
My God.
And so I don't know if this is a reflection of Elliot.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah. So like, yeah, my wife Fen is telling me that she expected like maybe Margo or maybe Elliot or maybe Margo or maybe Quentin or maybe Julia or X, Y, and Z, like all these people that might have come to save her, but probably wasn't going to be Elliot. But it's fine. She knows the man that she married, and it's totally fine. She accepts me for that.
Yikes.
And Elliot's like now it's like kind of again sad boy Elliot's like tears in his eyes. He's like,
it's fine.
It's fine. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And I'm like and I was like, so sorry about you being dead like 300 years ago thing. And she's like, it's okay. It happens. You can't turn back time unless you can you? Can you magically turn back time? Because if you do, please save me. And like now her demeanor starts to change back to like panic. And she's like, please try and save me. Can you save me? Elliot, please save me, because now the buzz in her like face starts to swell like she's being hung, and she's like, the buzzards are coming and they're gonna peck out my eyes, and Elliot's like, and you hear like buzzards kind of like that's crows, but whatever, like
Some bird person out there is like, this motherfucker.
that's a corvid, asshole.
That's a corvid,
and so you hear the birds, and Elliot's like turns around, doesn't want to see his wife's eyes get pecked out by buzzards, and runs, and she's like now blue in the face. She's like, Elliot, help me, no. And she's like screaming, and Elliot runs away.
God, that's not what happened to me last episode.
Yeah, way more focused and sad.
Yeah,
I think,
it was just
than you
me
and Josh.
hugging Josh and him being sad. That was all it was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yours had corvids?
Corvids, maybe vultures.
Maybe.
Okay.
Is your first scene me with you? Or do you have something?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a little thing. So
Okay.
I'm in prison and I'm crafting a magical key,
Yeah.
and like it's creating like this ghost key, and I'm like gonna hit the lock, and it like dissipates, it like shatters, which it's the magic. It's warded against like magical keys, and Margo is pissed because she's like, when the hell did we upgrade these prisons to be magician proof?
Oh, do you?
I also know because. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna brute force it. So she like cracks her knuckles, and then she just like tries to like blow out the wall. Also dissipates, and she's really mad. But that creates a crack in the wall, to which she like opens and sees a letter from Josh behind it. And I think you probably get this because
get the letter.
it blacks out for me.
Okay.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
So the letter starts, if you're reading this, it's because I'm dead. Or I escaped and forgot to get rid of this letter.
Might as well cover all your bases.
It's unclear to me now which is the truth, I guess?
Yeah, I will help with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So magic came back stronger than ever. Obviously, we knew this. And so it's like flashback, and it's like me sitting on the throne with Fen. I assume it's Fen. I think I've seen her like twice in this entire series. So
It is probably
It's
fun.
probably fun.
and one of like the advisors comes in. He's like, "Oh, he brings us news from the
Tick.
northern marsh," and we're kind of disinterested in the news about the northern marsh because we're like, yeah, whatever. Like, what about our friends? Have like the have the bunnies returned or whatever? And the rabbits are basically refusing to leave their burrows, no matter how many cigarettes we offer them. Apparently, that's a thing that they like cigarettes. But the kind of key bit here is like the connection between our world and Fillory has been like disturbed somehow. So travel between the worlds is not possible like it used to be. And we basically haven't heard anything. So that's kind of the first bit here. I don't know how much of this you get in this one
I
scene.
hear that everything. So it's like the people rebelled and because they were focused on us, like
So-
their friends and getting us back.
Yeah, like days, months pass. No word from anybody. There's another thing about the Northern Marches. Abigail, I don't know who Abigail is, but Abigail wants us to send troops to the Northern Marches.
Oh, Abigail's the sloth.
Oh, sure.
Oh, right. right.
So there's these creatures that the locals call the Takers.
Yeah.
In the Northern Marshes, and Fen and Josh are like, yeah. Have you heard anything from Margo? Have you heard anything from whatever? So they're totally disinterested in like running the kingdom like it probably should be run, and more trying to focus on their own kind of personal
Classic
issues.
children of Earth.
Yeah.
Typical.
And you can tell that Josh has depression because he has a mustache and he's eating fried chicken.
Oh no.
Remember we talked about the mustache phase?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Do you like fried chicken?
Anyways, we basically continue to ignore this growing concern in the Northern Marshes to the point where the locals rebel. And basically there's a scene of us like hiding behind a table, and these, like, they don't look like townspeople. They look like soldiers of some kind, but they're like walking with torches and armor. And Fen's like, all right, on the count of 3, we charge. And I'm like, I don't have a weapon. And she's like, you are the weapon. It's like, you have 2. Give me 1. And then, so we like pop up, and she's like, 3, 2, 1, go. And like pops up, and she starts screaming with knives in her hands. And I just start screaming because I'm screaming. And then it like freeze frames. It's like, it didn't go well for us. And it basically cuts to me in prison, where I made the dungeon magician proof. because I'm like, oh, this will increase security, not knowing that I would be kind of the first victim of
dungeon.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope Margo understands. I did it all for her.
Yeah. Goodbye. So that's like it's basically a letter to me. And as I'm like sitting there, being sad, on my bed, I get a food delivery.
A food delivery.
DoorDash.
That's Elliot.
Oh, I have a little bit before that. That's
Okay.
why I was asking when you see me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a pretty important scene here that answers some questions we had getting into
okay.
the season. So Elliot, after the seeing Fen being hung, I am now walking, drinking out of a flask through like an open green field, and there's nothing in the field until I pass through a magical barrier. It's like the circular like fence of like blue runic, sort of like invisible until you pass and then it kind of like I'm inside. And now this little idyllic kind of like witch's cottage is kind of like how you would explain it. It looks a little like Candyland-esque. It's not actually candy, but it's like nice and overgrown and like bright flowers. It's really nice in there. So I walk through and I seem like I know where I'm going, and I expected this. And I see this woman with red hair wearing all black robes, and she looks at me and she just goes, shit. Like knowing who I am and maybe why I've come. We get a little cut forward to us talking inside. Turns out, and I've never seen her before, I don't think, it's Jane Chatwin.
It's Jane Chatwin. Yeah,
Right.
It sounds like when I ran into her in the time thing.
Yeah, which I think is exactly, we're going to talk about that a little bit
Okay.
here. And so we had talked about whether or not we were going to deal with the Chatwins anymore. Turns out, yes.
Yeah.
We're back with the Chatwins, baby.
Honestly, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
F's in the chat wins.
So so I'm like sitting at her table now, and she's kind of like tinkering with stuff, maybe like putting flower crowns together or whatever. Doesn't matter. She's like doing something with her hands. It kind of seems absent-minded while I am asking her questions about like her time travel trinkets. I was like, time travel's a thing that you do. Like, we need to figure out, like, there's some time troubles and I came to you for help. And she's like kind of just giving me the cold shoulder until I mention Quentin. And like, I need to go save my friends. And she's like, oh, your friends. And she kind of like perks up. She's like, speaking of, where's my little volunteer tomato, Quentin, my darling? And I was like, Quentin died. And she's like, oh, how do you pass? And I was like, saving me, saving everyone, I guess. And she was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, that's my little Quentin. The first time he came to me, he died trying to save somebody he loved. And I was like, Julia. And he's like, and she goes, no, you had succumbed to your vices, and he came to me looking for like a way to save you. And I gave him a little time thing, and he like went back and he was able to save you. But he came back again and again, and turns out next thing you know, he died 39 times trying to save his friends. This is the time loopy thing. Mm-hmm. So he kept coming to her, and she kept like helping him save his friends. The first time apparently Elliot had like overdosed or like drunk himself to death, and that's why he came to her. And then next person, another person, and he just like kept coming back trying to save everybody. And I don't think Elliot ever knew that. Maybe that I was like the first reason that Elliot went, or
Yeah, I
that
don't
Quentin
think
went
we
back
knew
in
that.
time. I don't think
Yeah.
Elliot knew that. He seems pretty dour. And she's like, he kept coming back, kept doing that. And I was like, well, can you help me again? Do it like you helped him 39 times. Can we make it like 40? And she's like, no, because the difference is that this last time, 39, like he won. Like he did save all of his friends. So if I were to help you go back in time, one, you all would probably die again, and two, his sacrifice that he made 39 times would be in vain. If you went back and fucked this up and didn't save everybody,
It starts over from that.
it starts all the way back the fuck over, and there's no telling what it is. And like, he died horribly so many times trying to save his friends. You're not going to take that from him. Like, I'm not going to help you take that from Quentin. He worked very hard to get here. I'm not going to let you do that. And so I was kind of like, I like look a little like dour and kind of like thoughtful. And there's a little tea kettle kind of thing goes off on the side. And I was like, but I need to save Finn, and I need to save Josh. Like, we have friends, and like time has got weird. And she's like, just let the past be the past. Loved ones have died. you need to be okay with that. Like some point you need to just move into the future and move on. And she's like, I need to go get this. And she gets up and leaves. And the next shot that I get is Elliot sprinting out of her house with a box full of magical trinkets. Just like running. Yeah.
It seems like soft confirmation Quentin's not coming back.
Yes, that definitely is. That's what it sounds like.
Probably.
Sorry, so I'm a little confused though. So this is Jane, you said?
Yeah.
Jane Chapman.
But like she is dead.
So she's
Not
living out of
really.
time.
Yeah,
The sense that I got is I walked through a thing and she existed in a bubble,
that is correct.
like a magical
Yes.
bubble. That is
Margo
okay.
has been here before also. There was and it was a different Jane
So this is
Chatwin
like a
than the
past
one
version?
it's like a version of her that
Which
just
actor
chose.
is this? The older one who we
yes,
see in the first
she's-
episode?
She's the older. I didn't see her in the first episode. I only saw her in the scene when that was the only time I saw Jade Chatwin. So she looks like.
Yeah, and same. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know the other ways that she looks.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've seen her, I think.
But I think that I don't know. I think it's interesting that they're really bringing her back here and having this time bubble thing. I think it is a confirmation that Quentin's not coming back, but I also feel like they're trying to add stakes because they are going to time travel. We are probably going to save people right now, like Josh and Fen. So why wouldn't you just prove that okay, we can maybe do it in this episode, but it's going to be really hard in the future. She's going to stop us from doing this again. It's adding stakes back in is what I mean. Anyway.
So I come in covered in robes. Seems to be pretty easy to get into the dungeon. I have a whole
extremely.
cart full of just contraband items, and
Yes.
I just have a hood. Turns out if you have a hood, people just let you pass. You
Yeah.
just walk confidently with the hood
Modern
on.
day equivalent of a clipboard and a high vis vest.
Honestly,
exactly.
yeah.
Just walk wherever you
basically.
Yeah.
So we kind of have a timeline here where I'm going to be executed when the Dark King comes back from his summer palace. So we have
The Hamptons.
basically.
Yes. The minute he comes back from the Hamptons, you're dead.
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
Okay.
Back to the grindstone. Where's my axe?
But we can't bust out of this jail because Josh made it magician proof. So what we have now is Jane Chatwin's stuff, which I didn't realize you stole.
Yeah.
But
have a
I thought
box
she gave it to
full
you.
of-
But
I wrote down I have a box full of McGuffins.
yeah. There's this perfume that protects us from time, affecting time in the way that we won't exist anymore. So it makes it not as bad if we run into our past selves. So there's just a perfume we're spraying ourselves with.
Yeah.
And then
This is, a
there,
Get out
bunch,
of the
this
way.
is a bunch of failed Infinity Gauntlet almost what about this?
well, wait till you hear the other one, which is a bee smoker. And it can control the time traveling bees, I think.
I guess again, it's the reason it's MacGuffin is it's not really explained, but
Yeah.
the characters seem to know how it functions immediately.
Yeah.
And we all just have an idea, and we're like, oh,
It must be in the books.
maybe.
it is the implication, because we will get to the third MacGuffin that I pull out of
Time
this
travel
bag
bees.
We've been
eventually.
over those books so many times,
Yeah.
looking for hints and clues and whatever.
Yeah.
We probably know them back to front.
But that's when
Yeah.
Margo calls out oh, the bee smoker, there's time bees that Josh was always talking about. So if we can get a message to the time bees and tell the time bees to tell a message to Josh in the past,
Yes.
then we can use the bee smoker to smoke them back to the past so that he can tell Josh and
Yeah.
and Elliot's that makes logical sense. I'm fucking leave
And
to
he
go
leaves
do it.
to go do it. And he releases the bees.
And I go back and I just get a shot of me walking up to a beehive, which it's not like an apiary, like white box multi, like slotted kind of thing. It's a rope cartoon Winnie the Pooh ass beehive. And I look in, I see bzzz, and a bunch of little flying things, and then I cut back to us. That's all I get is I just look in a hole.
If
Nothing
bees
else.
are in charge of time,
We'll get there.
I don't think they're in
They're
time
not.
charge
They
of
just
time.
can
if they
time
can
travel.
time travel, is Oprah a Time Lord?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you
Okay.
doing? Because it doesn't
Yeah,
have
what are you
anything
up
to
to?
do with what we're
Does
doing.
didn't you lose a bunch of kids in the multiverse?
No, I lost my mind in the multiverse.
Yeah.
So I'm at the apartment reading something, and Katie comes in to check on me, and she's like, "Are you working on your GED?" And I'm like, "Hey, put some respect on it. I'm a professor now." And she looks at what I'm reading up on, and it's chapter 7, traveling against your will. And she's like, "Well, that sounds like a problem." I'm like, "Yeah." And I explained the whole situation. My students were hearing a signal, and I heard the signal, and then it forced me to travel. And I don't know where or why. And this book is doing nothing to explain it. So I still have no clue what happened. And she's like, "Well, just don't listen to the signal again." And I'm like, "Well, the problem is I hear it all the time. But there's something like this helps me quiet down a bit. And there's like it looks like a bandage on the back of my neck. So I'm wondering if I put some sort of like ward,
The anti-travel.
like to mask that out, and it's kind of helping. But so now I'm dealing with that, and I'm like, I need to do something to black out the voices because, and then she kind of finishes my sentence of like, it's terrifying to lose control of yourself like that. And I'm like, yep. And I notice her kind of looking out of it. I'm like, hey, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, I have hangover remedies that are kind of a specialty. And she's like, yep, I remember. And as I'm like going through the kitchen to get my ingredients, I'm like, hey, not to be rude, but weren't you? And she's like, sober? Yes. Well, I was. And she says like almost a year, but here I am now, and it feels like my head's gonna explode. And if I remember deciding to have that first drink, I would tell you why I did it. So she broke her.
Fell off the wagon.
Yep. And I'm like, hey, you're human. Dust yourself off. Maybe keep searching for leads on that vanishing book depository or whatever. And she's like, what? Pardon? I'm like, the library branch, the branch that got heisted. You were looking into that. She goes, what? I'm like, you were looking for it all. You spent all day researching it yesterday. And she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, I don't know if this is a hangover. And so that's that scene.
Oh, interesting.
So
she didn't actually break her. She just assumed that that's what's happened because she got blacked out.
She's got a massive headache.
Okay.
And she doesn't remember.
Okay.
Until she's like, okay, I probably fell off the wagon. And it's like, you don't remember anything you focused on all of yesterday. There's something else going on.
Interesting.
And I have 3 scenes, so
okay, we'll just take turns.
Yeah. Is it wild that we only have one representative out of Fillery right now?
I know, it is a little crazy.
I'm holding it down in the real world.
We get 4 minutes of out of Fillery content a week to try and piece together what
I'm in
the
the
fuck is
apartment
happening.
and we set up curtains.
300 years in the future is trying to deal with the ramifications. So I come back and I'm like, the bees have been dispersed.
They've been activated.
Mm-hmm.
So I open the little hole in the wall that the letter was in, and this time I find like a phone.
A cell phone.
And I turn it on, so it's
Oprah?
different. So instead of the piece of paper, it's the phone.
So it's the same hole.
Same hole.
There's something different in it this time.
And Fen is recording what she thinks is an Instagram video. But there's like, and they're just kind of goofy around, and Margo's smiling and like watching them be cute. And then
Finn
all of a
and
sudden,
Josh are both there.
Sorry,
yeah,
and
they're
Josh.
like doing a thing, and Finn's doing like, "Hi everybody, welcome to Fillery. This is my Instagram." And Josh is like, "How do you have bars? How do you have bars?"
Yeah.
And then you just hear, bzzz.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then all the bees come, and then he starts freaking out, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh!" And he's like, I'm allergic." And then Margo realizes that the reason that he kept talking about the bees is because he was really afraid of them because he was allergic to the bees and they could time travel.
Yeah. So Elliot goes, and so yeah, we get like an oops moment.
I thought you were about to go down like a My Girl 2, no, My Girl 1 path of like he's allergic to the bees. Someone get him his glasses.
He's allergic to the bees.
So next scene is Elliot's coming back downstairs again. With a book on the history of Fillery. And I opened it up and I was like, and first off, this is now my 3rd time coming and going from this cell with our highest profile prisoner, with my only, like, no other guards, no check-ins, no scenes of me sneaking. I'm just coming down and be like, well, the hood did its job. It's fucking crazy shit.
So funny.
Absolutely crazy shit. Anyway, but I have the book that's a history of Fillery, and turns out that and I'm reading through like what happened in this timeline, because we're altering the timeline as we go, but we have the perfume on us, so we're not getting altered. I know, McGuffins. And I was like, well, turns out Josh died of bee stings, and I forget how Fen died. Fen, like,
they still overthrew her.
so
so
they
basically,
just the
like,
same thing. It's just he died from
it
bee
changes
stings.
things slightly, but like basically he got stung to death. She struggled with that even harder. She gets overthrown maybe a little bit sooner even.
Yeah.
And then like history moves on. And so we realized that
you've
like
changed the past, but not the outcome.
but badly. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
The
is going to be
outcomes-
the theme of today.
Yes. We're Groundhog Daying it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is when we get a tiff. Elliot's being a dick to Margo, because I think at this point Elliot, for whatever reason, and this, I feel it's a little bit of a weak kind of like character moment, and maybe it's just supposed to be Elliot's like unstable right now is kind of the deal. But I feel like I went from I don't believe Jane Chatwin and I'm not going to do the thing she wants me to do, which is let the past be the past, and I'm like using that argument and throwing it back at Margo on like you should just let Josh die. Like you used to be Margo the Destroyer and now you're like risking everything for what? Just like because you were like because you're like cock crazy or you have cock blindness, but like yeah, you like hooked up with one good lay while I was gone and now you're doing anything to save him. Like that's not the Margo that I knew. And Margo's like not having any of that shit, obviously not having any of that.
No, basically
nor should you.
She like
nor should you, right?
There's like it's a thing I've done before where you like stare at someone, said something incredibly stupid, and you like look at them and you blink and then you say, which is what she says, which is like, given the fact that you had a homicidal maniac inside of you very recently, I'm going to ignore and let that slide.
I'm going to...
This is your free pass.
Yeah.
Like literally just be like, okay, you've now used up the one and only exception.
Yep.
Let's get back on track.
Next time you say something out of pocket, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah. Which you gave me one free one last episode too.
Yes.
So now we're on 2 freebies. It's not looking good.
3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah,
It is
might
not
be
looking
getting there.
good. But you know, I basically am just saying, but that means I'm not changing my plan.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep doing this, and I'm going through all of her stuff, Jane Chatwin's things, and one of the things I pick up is
Ellie goes to Stormont at this point.
Yeah. It's like I couldn't tell if it was the book you put down or if it was a
different
photo album.
book.
Yeah, it was a different
Yeah.
piece of paper, like a stack of papers. But I drop something, I pick it up, and it's 3 stamps. A thing that she immediately recognizes from the books. So I think what you're saying, like these items, these McGuffins, are actually probably like from the books,
Yeah.
and this is like a little Easter egg thing.
Easter egg for a thing that
The
doesn't
fake
exist.
book, right? Yeah, but like I get what they're doing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And basically, these are the stamps that Jane Chatwin gets when she's feeling really homesick, and if you put them on any letter, it will go anywhere to any time, and it will deliver that letter, guaranteed. Point blank, period.
So you don't put an address, you put like a name and then like a time, like a date. So it would be like Colin before his wedding or something like that. And it would arrive to me like right before I got married, right before my wedding or whatever.
Yeah.
So you sit down immediately and you're like, and I kind of come back. Cause again, I went to go not storm off cause I wasn't the one being upset here, but I was like, or I wasn't the one who like needed to do the storming, but I was like extricating myself from the situation. I come back cause you're like, hey, this is something.
Yeah.
And you sit down to like write a letter to Josh trying to tell him what he can do in the past to kind of like replicate. We already did the bees and he died from the bees. We're going to try this. He's not allergic to letters.
Yeah.
So this one should be vastly more successful. I'm allergic to the glue off of the horses.
So this time I'm sending him a letter from before he gets attacked by the bees, which is what I specify.
It really says before the attack.
Yeah.
And
So would you say that this is the B plot?
wow, I
This
hate you a little.
This is the letter plot. We already did the B plot.
Okay.
B plot
Okay.
has wrapped itself up.
Okay.
So in this letter, I say, "Dear Josh, hello from your friends 300 years in the future." And I'm like, that thing that you're ignoring about the Dark King or whatever, I need you to send the troops and the army.
Lock in?
Take care of that. Basically, lock in.
Yeah.
And you have this scene, right, right, Brian?
I didn't actually. I don't know.
Okay,
Okay.
because there's a cut to black here, so I'm
Yeah,
curious
I wonder
who,
if Fen read
maybe
this.
Fen got
Or the
this
Dark King.
Maybe
instead.
Fen got this instead.
Yeah, maybe.
But in any case, she's like, basically like, hopefully I'll see you if this works. Like, hopefully I'll see you in the future, and then like, love, Margo. And so I send you to go. He's just running to the
I just
post
go
office.
back and forth again, just like no security, no security at all. So I go and like put this letter in the mailbox, and then I put my hood up and I come back inside and I take my hood back off, and we like open the history books, and it kind of worked. But it didn't work because it turns out they were like, okay, we need to deal with the takers. So Margo and Josh, history book, Margo and Josh did a banishment spell, and it seemed to have worked, and they all celebrated, but it didn't work. And in sort of like retaliation, the takers came down from the marshes en masse and slaughtered everyone in the White Castle, including Fen and Josh. So that one also didn't work.
That's probably why I don't get that scene.
Right, because you're dead.
Maybe not. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair. And Margot's like, don't say a word. And he like goes sit down kind of dejectedly.
Yeah.
And then we get another cut later in the cell. But what are you all up to? Are you waiting for a next thing?
I just
probably?
have one more scene with
Oh,
Margo.
well, I know
okay.
what
I know what it is.
then.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a jarring cut because there's a guy.
Join the club.
Huh?
Join the club.
Yeah.
This whole episode is jarring cuts.
It's me, Katie, and someone who I've never seen before. I have
Okay.
I never get his name. There's another scene with another guy. I don't know his name, but apparently he was impacted by the same thing that happened to Katie.
So Katie and two guys.
Katie and two guys. So this first scene is Katie and quote some guy, and I'm setting up. Stop. And I'm setting up like curtains in the living room, which is acting as a psychic amplifier.
The curtains are a psychic
Sure.
amplifier.
I'm setting up a psychic amplifier, which is a real thing in this magical world.
If you say so.
The McGuffins in this episode go fucking crazy.
They let one guy in the writing room go, "Hey, you know how you wanted a MacGuffin? Go ahead." And he's like, "I got so many ideas."
What if we
Been
solved everything with
saving all-
trinkets? What if it was all trinkets all the way down?
Oops, all trinkets.
Oops, all trinkets.
Every MacGuffin idea they've had for the past 5 seasons,
one
throw them all in
fucking
here.
Yeah,
So-
might have
I mean,
fucking
that's
well.
actually kind of funny. If they committed to that, I would
really
actually be
did.
really into
Yeah.
it.
Baker's dozen and McMuffins.
So I'm setting up the psychic amplifier, and I'm like, okay, so it's working. And he's like, hey, how does this work if I'm not a psychic? Like, what's the point of this? And I say that this lowers the bar just enough for him and Katie to connect their minds. And essentially, you're combining memories to like cross check to see what is missing. So you're trying to like put together a puzzle based on your memories and your memories.
Yeah, it's raid 1.
Exactly. And he's like, oh, so it's like memory VR. And I'm like, no, get in, don't touch anything. And so they go in, they don't touch anything. And they sit down, they kind of stretch out their hand. And I'm like, hold each other's hand. I tie their hands because ritual, whatever you.
Are you marrying them? I'm pretty sure it's a marriage ceremony.
And they start off with what they remember first, which is like they were at the bar last night. And Katie recites some sort of spell, and we get like a zoom into her mind and like a hard cutout. Like something happens. We don't get to see it. We jump out of her like, what happened? And then we look down, and the other guy, Rip, is on the ground. Looks like he's foaming at the mouth. And it's like, what happened? It's like, I don't fucking know. And apparently this guy self-destructed, whatever that fucking means. And I go to check on him, and I'm like, he's gone. So red shirt's fucking dead.
Didn't know his name. Don't need to know his name.
I don't know what to put on the fucking death note, death certificate.
Not how.
Red shirt foam guy. I tried.
If you kill him with the death note, you'd at least know his name.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You'd have
But yeah,
to.
you have to.
So
Categorically.
Okay.
yeah.
You killed a dude.
I didn't do shit.
I'm pretty sure this is tangentially your
I
responsibility.
set up a curtain.
Yeah.
They did shit. And I'm sitting here like, it's not my responsibility.
He did ask me, but like
She said he self-destructed. You can't blame me for something he did to himself.
Self-destruct
Right.
does imply
Yeah.
that. I
He
would
signed
say.
the waiver.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I
Right.
don't. Okay.
Was this the same guy that was like, "Hey, I'm worried about this. Is this like VR because I need to understand the danger I'm putting myself in?" You're like, "Don't worry about it. Get in there."
No,
and then
he
he
was
died.
die in there. You die in real life.
He was way
Oops.
too like chill about it. So like he wasn't looking at fine print.
Okay.
His
Oh, yeah.
vibe
It's
wasn't.
basically his fault.
Yeah. So he was
If
like,
you're
oh,
reading
it's
the
like
fine
VR. I'm
print,
like,
you
no, go.
deserve to die.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you have a scene here because my next scene is the conversation where
Oh, we have only 2 stamps left. We only have one. I
stamp
don't
left?
have it. Well, I do get
Okay.
it at the end.
oh
I don't have
okay.
it here.
Okay,
But
that
yes,
makes sense.
We talk about it.
So, from Margo's point of view, we cut back, and I'm like, okay, well, let's try something else. We've got 2 stamps left.
Yep.
And Elliot says, we've got 1 stamp
we got
left.
1 stamp because when I sent that one out, I decided to try my own thing to see if I could make it work. And Margo's like, "What'd you try?" And I was like, "It didn't work. Don't worry about it."
And Margo's like, I'm actually,
No, you go ahead and
why
explain
didn't you
that.
tell me?
I'm a little worried about it.
Yeah.
And you kind of go off a little bit.
I do. I say, "Listen, I'm your friend, not your subject. I don't have to answer all of your questions. I tried something and I don't want to talk about it. It didn't work."
She's embarrassed.
that is the counterpoint of a person who is guilty. It's like, I don't got to tell you what I did. It didn't work though. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it didn't work. So nothing
He did
really
bring big. He
changes.
did bring big toddler energy
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
this thing. But like, I don't want to talk about
It
it.
was really
I
interesting.
don't have to talk about it.
Considering their last conversation where she said, I'm gonna let
Yeah.
that one slide.
Yeah,
He's pushing it.
I am
Never-
pushing it. Yeah, but
nonetheless-
she's in a magical cell. What's she gonna do?
Honestly,
Fair enough.
that is actually I think
Yeah.
part of it.
It's easy to poke a tiger in a cage.
Yes.
It's just persistent.
Yeah.
So Margo then punches back a little bit and she's like, well, what should I use the last stamp? Tell him to drink himself to death, do what you would do, run away.
Yeah, it dresses me down for being
Yeah.
a drunky little shit. And
Now I'm realizing that you had that ghost
pew.
experience
Yeah,
that
so
maybe hit a little harder than
people
she
are
intended.
throwing it down. People are throwing it down. But Elliot's like, now I'm kind of done, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I've been kind of done, and you know, I'm being the asshole here, so I'm not trying to like defend Elliot by
yeah.
any stretch, but you know, he's traumatized too.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? I don't get why. And this is Elliot talking to Margo. Like, I don't get why you are trying to fix this so hard. Like, all I know about Fillory is that every time we turn around, something is breaking. I think Elliot thinks Fillory that just wants to be broken. So why don't we just fuck off and let it be broken? Like, we can't fix it. We tried, and you kill yourself as the king of Fillory. I kill myself as the king of Fillory. Like, Fen and like Quentin, like everyone who's involved with Fillory, shit breaks and it like risks everyone's lives. Like, why are we trying? Like, why don't we just go and be done with it? Like, we can't fix Fillory. And you know, that's when you get an idea, or maybe you're just like doing the same old thing, but you're like,
Yeah.
I have an idea basically based on what I said, and you grab another piece of paper.
Yeah. So I write a letter, and I don't say what it is out loud at first until I give it to him, and he asks, he's like, "What'd you write?" Again, audacious considering he
Yeah, I didn't tell her just a second ago.
But she says that I said goodbye.
Yeah.
And she also was like, I sent him this book, basically the history book from the future.
Mm-hmm.
And so Margo's like, try to avoid these horrible things that are going to try to kill you for as long as you can. Use this book to help you predict the future. And goodbye. Like, she is like,
You're on
that's
your
what
own.
she said.
Yeah.
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 We're incapable of not fucking this up, so
Right.
come up with your own plan.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. With an advantage, she tried.
For sure.
But I think that writing this, she didn't have much faith in it. That was the
Yeah.
experience of this scene. It was kind of final.
It was the goodbye was the primary.
Yeah.
The history book was the shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a thing. But you just wanted to say goodbye to the person you loved.
Right.
Right. We're getting to the last scene. So Mike,
I can go my last scene.
yep, hit your last scene, because we definitely have the last scene of the episode for sure.
So we're back in the apartment. Some other guy. This is the second guy of the two other guys.
Is he dead yet?
Not yet. And he is also saying a similar, like, I don't remember any of it. I don't remember the book depository. I don't remember the mystery woman who apparently wiped my memory. All I know is what you told me. So he's talking to me and Katie, which isn't enough to do anything with. And I'm like, well, there's someone out there with enough power to steal a building, paranoid enough to send mind-wiping sleeper agents, assassins, after you. So it's not nothing. There's something going on here.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I need a drink. Oh, sorry. Like, looking at Katie, he's like, I'll see myself out. So he knows that she's, on the wagon or is, yeah.
I guess you never fell off the wagon, because the idea is that that's
Yeah.
not what happened.
We talk about that.
Right. Okay.
And I'm like, hey, how are you feeling? And she says, I thought that if I took on more power and more responsibility, I'd want heroin less. But the truth is, when I thought I relapsed, I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't mad at myself. I was kind of relieved. It gave me permission to relapse some more. And trying to lead the hedges, it's only going to get harder. I'm not sure I can do it without a crutch, which maybe means I shouldn't do it at all. And I'm like, I try to do like, hey, it's not that. And she's like, and just walks off.
Oh, wow.
So she's still on the wagon, which is not all that great, at least in this moment right now to her. Cause it's like, well, Now I have to maintain being on the wagon.
Yeah.
With people who are probably abusing, which is the implication, right?
Yeah,
like with the hedges
and with people
stuff.
who rely on you, like a lot
Yeah.
of stress and pressure. Like
Yeah.
she thought that she was basically, she found a clean way, not a clean way, but she found like a way out of that responsibility.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now she has a harder road ahead of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Final scene here. Some of them must have worked because Josh and Fenn are here.
Yeah. Well, so
you
you
have a scene?
leave.
Okay.
I have a little bit.
Got it.
You
How
leave
many bees?
to send the last letter.
Yes.
And I turn around, and the shot actually continues with Margo, and it's just her staring at the crack in the wall, like
She said Kraken.
Kraken,
Where the letter
where
was,
the letter and then the phone was.
Yeah.
And then after like a certain amount of time, I like walk over to open it up and see what's behind there, but I hear a voice, which is Josh.
Josh is here on the outside of the prison bars, and he's like, you never get used to the smell of Fillorian plumbing, do you?
And it really worked.
It really worked.
Like,
He's
so
actually here. It's not
he
a
I
ghost.
say,
actually
I
is
say I
here.
got her letter.
Yeah.
And I say I went to the clock dwarf with a ham sandwich and told him to send me forward 300 years.
Ham sandwiches do it.
With Fenn and Tick and Wraith and some guys from my bowling league that I apparently started, and like a dozen other people.
Yeah. So basically, she lied to Elliot.
Elliot, yeah.
Yeah. She
So
did not
just like
write
go
that.
to go to the clock dwarf, take him a ham sandwich, and see what you can do.
And see, because he said when we went down there, do you want to be sent forward in time? I can do that.
Yeah,
So
true.
it was.
true.
He said that you could send people forward in time.
You just can't go back.
You can't go back. So
Interesting.
she sent the last, using the last stamp. She sent the letter saying that, hey, go to the clock dwarf and see if he'll send you forward in time.
Nice,
And here's the history book.
smart.
So why didn't
really
you
good.
tell Elliot then?
Yeah, so being
I
an
don't
ass.
think she trusted him.
Yeah.
I think so.
Do you think he would have like changed the letter before you sent it, or
Or he wouldn't have sent it, or I don't know, because like I think in the earlier scene when you were, from Margot's perspective, so I didn't see like the other scenes or whatever, but when Elliot was like talking about how Josh didn't matter and like I was hung up and I should just let him die, I think she took that harder and like more offensively than maybe Elliot realized.
Sure.
I think she was afraid that like, it's because when I wrote that down, I was like, is Elliot jealous? Like that was like my thought, that like he had like taken Elliot's place. Like that's how I read into it a little bit. And I wasn't sure if like maybe I was just reading into it or whatever. But then when she does this, I'm like, I think maybe that's how it was supposed to come off, because like why else would she lie?
Yeah,
yeah?
unless you were just like, you can't leave anything up to chance right now, but Elliot's being unstable,
Right. That too.
and so
Yeah.
you're just like, I'm gonna say a thing that's gonna keep him from reading it as much as possible.
Yeah.
and try and cover all my bases.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and no harm, no foul. And if it does work, we've taken one variable out of the equation.
Right.
Yeah. That makes sense.
This reunion seems, I don't know, a little like
Muted.
matter of fact to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you're like, yeah, but, and I opened the
Oh,
thing
right,
and it's
sorry.
the key. So he put the key before he left.
Oh,
like
for
so
the
Margo
gate.
just opens the cage. So we're just like cool now, and
But there's no like hug. There's no like.
There's no passionate kiss. There's no like,
No,
we
there
gotta
isn't.
get out of here fast.
I think because I think it was just we got to get out of here fast, kind of, because it flashes.
Yeah,
to
but
the
we're
scene
kind of
with-
like not in a hurry. Like the dialogue doesn't make it sound like we're in a hurry.
Yeah.
But like, to be fair, I never went back and watched all of Josh's scenes. I don't know how he interacts with Margo usually.
I don't think they've had like that many. They've been more cute than like hot and heavy, which I think is like.
So is this not super far out of character?
Yeah,
then?
I actually didn't like track that really. I get what you're saying, that it was like, it felt like very calm, but it felt like very romantic. Like, I don't know. That's how I read it.
Okay.
Like, which maybe, I wonder, considering how much sex is in the show, and Margo is like such like a sex forward character, if this is actually part of them playing with it, being like, oh, Margo's relationship
She
is just
likes
going to be
him.
like really cutesy.
Yeah,
It's
she
going
likes
to be
him
like
more
really
than that.
soft,
Yeah,
really
sure.
PG. Like, which I think would be an interesting.
Yeah.
way
And we
of
know
doing
they're
it.
not like in a hurry because Lord knows no guards or anything come down here. So
Yeah.
you all could probably
Right.
just like chill and like
Yeah.
yap for as long as you want. There's really no risk.
But yeah, I think
Did
with
you even have a
Margo,
cloak? Did you just walk up?
No,
I'm
you
just standing
did have a
there.
cloak. You did have
I?
a cloak.
You
You
have
had
a
the
cloak?
same cloak.
Oh, nice, cool.
Yeah.
Cloaks are
I
really
did,
good.
I did write in my notes that this seems too good to be true, but like that's kind of I don't know if I think that anymore after hearing the rest of the episode.
we
did a
But just
lot
from
to
my
it there.
scenes, I'm like, this seems really convenient that like all of a sudden I'm here. It's like, yeah, we just went forward 300 years.
I feel like with Margo, I think her approach to sex is very much a pleasure. Like I'm here for pleasure, and there's not much other than that. But the minute she actually likes someone, it's like, oh no, wait a minute, all of this means more, and it's not a like, well, it like I'm not here for just pleasure and then move on. It's a like, oh no, wait, there's feelings here.
Yeah, I think they're choosing it to do it this way to emphasize that. I think that's like ultimately the choice. But like I could be wrong, but maybe there's a different reason. But I
Yeah,
that's
we're all
how I
met
read
together
it.
in the woods, and this is High King Margot's
Exile
entourage and exile. Basically, it's our group now. There's maybe like 15 or 16 of us.
Yeah.
And everyone's kind of hanging out.
We do explicitly call it a government.
Government,
exile
the
government.
government in exile. That's what it was.
And I was like, all right, team, let's go before we get killed. And as we all move out, there's a lingering shot
Yeah.
of Elliot next to the mailbox. This is the mailbox where we've sent these letters.
Yep. So, which is convenient. So Elliot walks up to the mailbox, and as everyone's kind of walking away, Elliot takes out a letter, and it says to Quentin before he went into the seam. And I open up the mailbox hatch, and then I look at the letter, and I look at the hatch, and I look at the letter, and then it cuts to black. So I don't know if I put it in or not.
Oh, wow.
And so I don't, and I
Shane
think it's
told you.
Yeah, I think it's me pausing because Jane Chatwin told me if I bring Quentin back, it invalidates his death
Yeah.
and might still kill everybody. It doesn't just invalidate one of Quentin's death; it invalidates 39 Quentin deaths. And am I willing to risk that to bring the person I love back? Like, and I think that's part of this. Like, I think that's part of this with Margo, which is
Yeah.
like, why should Margo get the love of her life
But I
back?
don't.
But I don't. Like,
Yeah.
Quentin died 39 times, and everyone's like, he's a savior. You shouldn't try to save him. Like, you need to be okay. But then we're working really, really hard to bring fucking Josh back, and like Elliot doesn't really know Josh from Adam all that much. Like,
Right.
he's not fine. Like Fen, I like Fen just as well, but I don't like.
She's not Quentin.
She's not Quentin. Like, she's not like an OTP for me and kind of thing. So I think there is a jealousy that was picked up on. I agree, but I don't think it's a jealousy of Josh replaced me. I think it's a jealousy of you get
makes more
your
sense.
love of your life and I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
And that's why I paused.
And that's also probably why she lied. I think
Maybe that's
it
it.
means something also in the show that like these are people that know each other extremely well.
Yeah, right.
So like it's not just Margo like reading him for filth like and being a jerk about it. She like understands his motivations even when he's not saying them and he thinks he's hiding them, right? Like so she's like it might she doesn't know it is a real variable. You might have felt so upset and jealous because of that, like you don't send it, right? Like
Maybe.
it would be interesting.
I guess
So
we'll find out next week.
yeah, I'm so curious. I assume no, because I mean, guys, we kind of just cut to black.
Unless
I guess I don't know.
Brian, did you get a letter before you went into the seam? Quentin?
Not last season.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Just never
Okay.
know.
All right.
Well, thank you for joining us. We will see you Sunday.
12 noon Central. That's August 9th, I think.
Yes, it is.
Is what I said.
Yeah.
I also never went into the seam itself. Like we were in the mirror dimension, but going into the seam would be going through that mirror, right?
I mean, the scene killed you.
The seam killed me, but I never went into it.
It went into you.
So the letter would return to sender.
Unless you did go into
for-
it.
Yeah, and you just don't know. Yeah, it was like it enveloped you kind of deal, like, and you just didn't get it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Semantics.
We will see you Sunday. I'm your host, Mike, signing off. Left me as always.
It's Tasha.
From me as always.
Yeah, it's Colin.
Right here, right now.
It's Brian.
We'll see you next time.
Bye forever.
For more information, go to popculturerollcall.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Please subscribe, rate, and review. Our new theme provided by Stephen Rossbach. Find him at stephenrossbach.com for more of his work. Join us next week for another episode of Pop Culture Roll Call.